Right. I'm moving. Like I got a guy about to pass me on the left. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but... Oh, there's a... Tried to shift out of 6th into 7th. I don't have one of those. Really, this is just a test. I guess I could do an intro of some sort. Hi, I'm Jenny360. Welcome to my first ever, I guess you would call this, just riding a motorcycle and saying things, so, I mean, I guess that's what that is, right? I'm just testing my stuff out. I happen to have a camera, and I just got this Cardo Freecom, I think it's a 4 Plus, and I figured I'd try to see how Mike was on it for doing this kind of thing. I'm assuming the quality is going to be kind of bad. Just because, nothing against them, it's just not really what it's designed for, right? Like, it's really made for phone calls, not for recording, you know. And I'm assuming it uses the, I forget what it's called, but the protocol, the Bluetooth protocol that uses, mic and speakers for phone calls. I remember pretty crappy quality. But anyway, like I said, I'm Jenny360. I'm testing this out. We'll see how the sound is. If it's legible, maybe I'll throw this in video with the Insta360 I got mounted up front. I figured it could make for some interesting little vlogs riding here in Alaska. I'm sure the highway noise is probably brutal, so there's a good possibility that everything I'm saying is just wind noise. But in the off chance it isn't, I figured I would just keep talking. And pretty. And then I gotta slow down a little bit here. Speed limit drops down. But everybody else seems to be speeding right now. Because I don't get run over. I think I'll probably take the exit up here and then do a little jaunt through North Pole way home. Yeah, what are we going to talk about? It's beautiful out. Nice, so that's good. I was actually really, really hot earlier. But I have way more clothes on than I probably should for this weather, so I didn't feel like completely changing because I got my work clothes on underneath. Then this I got the Klim AI1 airbag vest, and I'm starting to realize now that that thing does not breathe at all. But willing to deal with it for the added protection. But yeah, I guess while I get off the highway here and get ready to get on the next little stretch of road, we can go out the rest of my gear. That's a good subject, right? Better than the weather. See, what else do I got? I already talked about the airbag vest. jacket. This is actually my first day with the jacket. This is a... Oh, and I'm going to screw this up because Alpinestars, I love you, but man, your naming convention. What is it? It is a TG Plus Air V3, I think. Woo, it's hot. That up for a little bit. See how that sound quality changes. It's probably worse, but to me it sounds better because I'm not like yelling at myself in the face shield. It doesn't echo as much, at least for me. Anyway, always wondered, like, people that motovlog all the time, bystanders like that, bystanders, and they're just yammering away to themselves. What do people think? Like, if you pull up to a stoplight, there happens to be someone just stood there waiting to cross, you know, and you're just chatting away to yourself, probably pointing at your camera and, you know, doing all kinds of crazy gestures. I don't know. People probably think you're a little psycho, but I guess that just comes with the territory. Okay, so now that I've had a complete tangent, that's going to happen a lot. Squirrel! Where was I? Jacket. Okay, already talked about that. The air version, so in theory, should get some good airflow. I need it with this airbag vest. And then, let's see, I got some Sedici pants. I don't actually remember the what do you call the model number or whatever, but these are new as well. They are great because I think they were only a couple $100, and they should work for the whole riding season. They came with a waterproof liner and a thermal liner. If I remember, which is a big if, I will put a link in the description to all my stuff that I'm wearing. Let's see, my gloves. What are my gloves? They're Alpinestars. Good. What are my gloves? I don't actually know what my gloves are. Oh, wait. Say on my glove. It says SP8. There we go. My glove is SP8 from Alpinestars. So far, I like them a lot. They were very reasonably priced for a full gauntlet glove. It's my first pair of gauntlet gloves. I'm still getting used to them. Definitely annoying to put on. To, like, you know, wrestle the top over your sleeve and all that, but I think I could see the appeal in terms of, you know, protection and all that. Like, it's gonna stop your sleeve coming up, and I don't know, I dig how these ones look too. And then let's see, last two things at least that I can think of right now is the helmet. Obviously, it's an Icon Air Flight. This thing. I love the drop shield on the inside. You probably saw back there. When it gets hot, I have a tinted visor on the inside. Especially here, there's not really much point in me having a clear visor because the only time of year where I can ride, there's basically no nighttime. So I just have two tinted visors for covering the whole face, and one for when I'm driving around, kind of like now when it's a little slower and I need some more air. Ah, like meow. Oh, here, before we get onto the last piece of gear, take a look at these street lights. Isn't that awesome? North Pole, Alaska, has candy cane street lights. Ooh, a little aggressive there on the throttle. Bad. Oh, yeah, isn't that cool? Candy canes. Of course, I think we drove past the Santa Claus house too. I didn't even point that out. I was too busy flapping my lips about my gear. Or not, as the case was. Too busy forgetting about what gear I was wearing. But yeah, let's see. Let's continue this stream of consciousness. Boots. I got some Klim Outlanders. And of course it's gone red. So Klim Outlander boots. These, I did a lot of research, and then I eventually settled back on these after watching a Fort9 video. Shout out to Fort9, man, that dude, he puts the work in, and I really appreciate his videos because they tend to have a little science behind them. Anyway, yeah, I think they're great boots. Honestly, they might be the best boots that I've ever bought, not just for motorcycling, like just in general for boots. The BOA system, man, it's like having slip-off boots. It's almost as convenient as like slip-off boots or slip-off shoes, but all the protection that you'd want, most of the protection you'd want in a riding boot. And it's Gore-Tex, and I mean, you pay the price. They were not cheap. None of this stuff was particularly cheap, especially the boots. But last pair of boots I had, I think they were Icon boots. I had them for 10 years, so I didn't mind going big. In fact, all of my gear that I had before, I had for about, well, over that actually, I had like 15, 16 years. And the jacket is in great shape still. It's just me that's the problem. I do not fit into it anymore. Boots kind of fell apart, unfortunately, but they had a lot of miles on them. So anyway, yeah, that's the gear. What else? That's riding gear, anyway. The bike, man, I could talk about the bike. I guess I should probably just divide these up into videos. Oh, this could just be the here's my gear video, and I'll do another one about my bike. But I do have an Insta360 1X is the camera. I already had it for some other stuff that I was working on before, and you know, I like actually kind of like the form factor. I like where I've got it sitting. It's mounted to the, what do you call, the the mirror mount, because I got these bar end mirrors. The stock mirrors I just couldn't see past my shoulders, so got these. I had a nice mounting spot right there, so got my Insta360 1X mounted, and it's kind of at an angle, so it's not, you know, sticking up this giant stick in the middle. So it looks pretty good on there, and I like the fact that I don't have to think about where it's pointing, and it's kind of like having a little audience down there. Hi guys, hi down there. Oh, that was super goofy. I should definitely cut that out. But yeah, I like the idea of being able to, you know, point stuff out, like, hey, look at that adopt a highway sign, you know, and oh, that's a cool view, like, look over there. And I can swing the camera around after the fact and show you different stuff, like, hey, what kind of bike is that? Hey, wave, sweet. The only thing about it, I'm kind of realizing now, though, is you can't see behind me at all. So looking in my mirrors right now, there's this white truck that is just riding my butt, and I'm not a fan of that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll move it over a little bit. Yeah, I like it centered. We'll keep it like that for now. But, yeah, what else to talk about? I'm coming up on the end of the road here for my trip, at least. Cut all kinds of stuff out of this video because I did a lot of rambling. But, yeah, this was fun, actually. I never realized that just, like, talking to a fake YouTube audience that doesn't exist would be so kind of entertaining and honestly somewhat therapeutic. I've had a pretty crappy few months here lately, so getting out on the bike now that it's summertime and to all you beautiful people through this new thing that I'm going to start doing. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see how this does. Might be good. Might be what I need in my life. Wait, I'm going to slow down real quick so we can look over here. Look how beautiful. Ah. Alright, now I got to speed up again because there's a bike behind me. It's a little too much. Alright. And, yeah, that's all she wrote. Goodbye.